What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and joining me today is the good old crew, Sainty Poo and Gray. I'm glad to be able to have both of you guys again on the channel. How you guys doing?
Yeah, what's good, man? What's good?
Hey yo,
Gray, great. We got our guy Gray from MFD, fucking reaping some T4s over there, my boy Gray,
pretty fun out here. I ain't gonna lie.
and the boy Saint, the myth, the legend himself, reunited with me in TFS.
That's crazy.
Sheesh.
That's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean that's a whole video of its own, but let's focus on the focus here. But we're looking at update 1.034, renewed in the flame. So we're mainly just gonna touch on like the main things. Like first of all, I normally don't make too many videos about patch notes, but this one is good, guys. This one is really good. So going over the highlights, the new gameplay. Battle of Abyss. So it's a 15 versus 15 quick battle gameplay mode. You defeat other players to gain merits, which can be exchanged for rewards. Hopefully those rewards are pretty good. As far as like the 15 versus 15, we can start off with Saint first. Do you think they're gonna do like each player does one, or are we all gonna bring in like three marches? Because we did see like a few things, but what do you think? How do you think they're gonna run it? I mean, we saw some leaks too, right?
Yeah. I mean, it looked pretty intense. Looks like it may be more than one march. So I'm looking forward to it. I think this is something that the game really needed. Bring a bit of PvP, but like on demand. We can just search up and get into one, rather than having to always rely on the map. So I think this is, and especially the merits. The merits, caught me by surprise. I think that's more welcomed as well. More ways to spend merits. Be able to just keep getting some on demand and getting some really nice, really nice rewards. Whether or not that carries over. I mean, I assume that would carry over into your, the main server. Things like elixir pots, but even just the individual stuff. Pet skills, um, stuff like that. It's yeah, really welcomed.
What do you think, Gray?
This mode right here reminds me a lot of that one mode in ROK. I forget
Mm.
what it's called. I don't remember what it's called exactly. Where it was a 5v5, 5 march bomb, just going crazy, capturing points, kind of like Row, but just 5v5.
I think it was called
Um,
like Champion, something Champions, if I
yeah, something
remember
with champions
correctly.
on it. You leveled up, tiered up. You would get certain coins when you win, and if you lost, and then you would spend those on like gold heads, RSS, teleports. It was good stuff. It came out like once every 2 weeks. This kind of reminds me of this one, of that mode. Besides like the monsters and stuff, it'll be definitely interesting to see how it plays out.
For sure. All right, guys. So shout out to my boy Holkston here. Let me turn my camera off. You can see his channel right there, Holkston Gaming. I'll put a link to the description of his channel. Someone messaged him video footage. Gray and Saint, have you guys seen this video footage or no?
No, I
No,
haven't seen
no, I haven't.
anything.
You guys haven't seen it? Oh,
No.
dang. Hold on. Let me share my screen. Hopefully it doesn't bug me out. But let's see. I went live. Okay, I think I just ruined the way the whole Discord works, but I think it's worth it for you guys to see what I'm talking about. You guys there?
I see. I'm in.
Okay, so someone sent Hoaxin like exclusive footage. Um there you go. So that's like a sneak peek there of what the PvP is gonna look like. And it looks like, if you see on the top right, it looks like they're controlling 3 marches. Then again, I don't
Okay.
know. Then maybe they only had 3 marches alive on the field. I don't know. But they got the Urag, the Lilia, and a freaking Fragar primary. Maybe it's like very speed oriented. You know what I mean? I can see speed being a factor here, just keeping pressure. But yeah, that's pretty cool that someone sent him like the video footage of what this looks like. You can see on the top there, it looks like kill points. It kind of pauses like right here, or he pauses it. There goes like the merit system that they were talking about. So I mean, it'd be really cool. Um, I think I was lagging a little bit. I think my camera. Yeah, I apologize for the lag a little bit, guys. If for my camera or whatever, but and if the gameplay was laggy. I really didn't see if it was laggy or not, but I'll put a link to the description of the video so you guys can take a look at the video link itself. But yeah, I mean, I'm excited for it, bro. I mean, it's something new for sure. You know what I mean? Something
From that
fresh.
one frame where the battle ended, it looked like everyone had 3 marches out, so it might just be 3 march setup. The merits are definitely crazy. Some guy had like 200 and he had like 2 million merits. I don't know how that's going to work out.
Yeah, it makes you think that it's going to be like an exclusive shop that's quite possibly separate, right? Separate from the standard one that you get in
for
season.
sure.
You know, that's also a huge chunk of merits, and but I mean, who knows? You know, who knows if they made this integrated and just maybe something fun on the side. But I think that's a nice balance. You have 3 marches. You know, again, it's still depending on if you know, if you're just queuing up with randoms or if you're you know, if you're doing it as part of a bit of an alliance thing. You know, you got to think about rotations with your troops. You know, if you need range, cavs, tanks, but no, definitely going to be interesting. Like I said, you know, I've been thinking that they need things like this. You know, more PvP, but like on demand. And looks like you know, I mean, this is a huge. As we'll get through, this is a huge win patch. I think everyone's in agreement there.
Yeah, it's huge, bro. I think even some players that are kind of losing their love for the game, or players that have quit, they'll probably hear about this coming, and they'll definitely like that. The last point that I'm gonna touch on this PvP mode is like the whole merit system. I think it's pretty cool because it gives you like an idea of like real-time idea of how your marches is doing, because in Roots of War you can kind of just go back and look at what your trades looked like, you know what I mean, but overall you can't really tell like what marches did better, you know, in Roots of War without like manually adding up all the points and everything. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. Season duration will be reduced from 50 to 40 days. This is huge, bro. And I'll go first on this one. This is huge because, as you guys know, I have multiple accounts in the game, and with it getting reduced to 40-day seasons, that's gonna damn near make it impossible for me to use both. You know, I'll be like, that's crazy. Gray, what do you think about the reduction? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I know the community's been asking for it, but what do you think?
I mean, I like it because it means fights come more often. But I wonder how they're gonna do it with like new maps. Because do you really think the devs have 40 days to make a new map every time? I think this is just a way for people to use all like the season 1, 2, 3 maps. So you know you can get some time. They get time to do stuff. And from the looks of it, yeah, I think something like that would work. Rock does have like 45 day-ish seasons, and it gives the devs time. You go through 2 seasons while the devs put out 1 new one. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yeah, just like different variations. Also, the pre-war phase will be shortened to 14 days. Saint, I'm sure you're happy for this one.
Yeah, I mean, I must be. I'm one of them players who, especially in the off season, who's like always just goes a bit manic. Whether or not I'm going to you know, to quit the game and that, you know, I go through the highs and lows. I think the only one thing is, you know, I mean, we've all been calling for it. I think it'd be interesting if 14 days is enough for farming. I mean, I suppose that there's time, and I think it just comes down to efficiency, right? So I'm definitely happy for it for a fighting point of view. You know, get more fights. You know, hopefully maybe you can get more kingdoms involved and whatnot. Maybe that's what they do here. You know, maybe for the first group, we mentioned about trying to get G1 and G2 pools together. You know, for greater variety. We'll have to see how it plays out at the very end, and whether or not those G1s are still going to have a longer off season, but like, you know, G2 and G3 in particular are going to have even shorter you know, seasons and off seasons in between to sort of catch up.
For sure. And then the next point after that is the new recovery voucher system. When I read this, I'm like, bro, that is really cool. They're really, I don't know if you guys agree or disagree, but I feel like lately I've seen more of a shift for like changes being made based off what the community is asking for. So for example, in this one, it says, so while in recovery mode, so no, hold on. So right here, recovery vouchers to players, so who must choose to either accept them within 3 days. So if you are quote unquote considered dead weight in your kingdom, or you have some kind of conflict or whatever, and they want you to migrate out, you'll receive a recovery voucher from your high king. and then you have to choose whether to accept them within 3 days. Otherwise, this is the key point, they will be accepted automatically, meaning someone can't purposely stay in your kingdom and screw your matchmaking over. I think that's a really good feature from the kings there. Let's see here. Moving on. New realm title reservation. That's pretty cool, right? They have I know some people have like Discord bots that help with giving titles and stuff like that. But now it's like, wonder how this is gonna work. Like in game, you can put how long you want to apply for the applications for, 60 minutes. What do you guys think about this list? I feel like there's gonna be a lot of trouble with it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when something new comes,
Quite buggy.
And so yeah, and some of the reservations when people, how long people can reserve. I think it's good though. I mean, it gives the power. I mean, again, it's just a time management thing, like you mentioned with the bots. I know they don't like people messing with API and that, but I think that's one of the things that devs maybe should be probably more lenient on, because it's just one of those things where it just helps kingdoms run efficiently. Just kind of takes a little bit of the mundane side out. So we'll see. It is quite complex. There's a lot of different things. Quite possibly are going to be some issues early days, but again, for those who don't have such means available to automate it, it'll definitely help those servers out quite a lot, and especially the cooldowns for things like SLEs and greatest heights, and even just mass training.
For sure, yeah. And talking about training, go ahead, Gray.
No, what Saint said for SLE, Brink of War, that would be great.
Yeah. And then talking about training, there's been some training changes. Thank God. A lot of people troll and say that I'm the reason why a lot of these training improvements happen. You guys remember that stream when I was training for like 10 hours? I don't know if you guys remember that.
This dude was spamming him.
I was getting trolled, bro. People are like, "Oh my god, it's so like you're so slow. This is so slow. That is crazy." I mean, I'm not gonna lie, guys. It's painful. It's painful. It's a lot better now, but it's gonna be even better now. So now you can continue training troops without actually leaving the page.
That's huge.
That's huge. Yeah. And then secondly, training memory. When the training page is open, it will remember how many units you trained using gems last time. I feel like this is some Kraken stuff right here, because what if you use like a 30K or a 30K reserve or 50K, whatever 20K it is, and now it just remembers it. But as long as you're using gems, you can keep spamming that amount. Dude,
that's like a rock right there,
bro. I was like, yeah, that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I was looking at all the bundles. Someone was kind enough to send me an Excel sheet of how many days you get like per bundle, and then like the EOS ones give you like 1,300 days, right? So they all average like 40 to 50 days total for 385 USD, which is crazy. Okay, quick battle mode. So combat on mobile has been upgraded. Enable quick battle mode from the settings page to issue orders to your legions and move them around the battlefield more easily than ever. You guys, for some reason, don't have PCs, but
bias one.
This is huge. Great, what do you think, bro?
I mean, I honestly don't have a problem with mobile tapping and stuff like that. It's definitely going to be cool to learn something new.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how good this is going to be compared to what we already have.
I mean, instead of dragging, you used to be able to click, like a right click, I imagine.
Probably. Well, let's see how it plays out.
That's what we're hoping for, though, right? Like the click. Because, I mean, I don't mind how it is, on, I'll file on phone. I've done that before and still been fine. File on iPad is much better, but the problem is, like you said, you can't it's just not quite as quick, no matter how quick you try and be, and your reaction time. I mean, it's like the game doesn't really like the drag sometimes quite as much, where obviously if you're right clicking, you can click on a march, click back, you can just keep dragging around. I just think that your marches just respond a bit better to taps, don't they? You can tap instead of having to drag. It's just those split seconds that you just manage to take out.
For sure.
I think it's more of the phone. I think it's more the fun. Like if you drag down, it was sometimes like drag down the notification screen. If you swipe up, if you're on iPhone, it was swipe out of the game, It's a bit annoying sometimes,
God
but I think
damn,
it's
you,
more
I don't know
like
about that
playing,
one, Chief.
iOS.
I don't know about that.
you're playing hella aggressive, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking closing out your app. That boy's
bro
playing
is
with
one of
some
the time.
passion.
Bro is.
Right, you gotta
Holy
go crazy. You
crap.
feel me?
I don't think I've had that. Gray's got unmatched
You
passion
play
on
on
this
the
one.
tablet, you don't have an issue on that.
Even on my phone, man. But I know what you mean. It's if people send a notification, but yeah, I mean, you
I
get
think
game
it's
mode
more of that
nowadays.
issue where the phone doesn't know if you're trying to do one or the other.
True.
No, but we'll see though, because they mentioned mobile. I assume they're saying that generically, but yeah, I assume they mean that generically to cover tablets as well. Because I mean, I bought a mouse, I bought a nice mouse, and that, and you know what I mean. It's kind of a waste of money because it's just sat in my drawer waiting for this kind of update.
Izzy bought
Mm.
himself the Apple mouse right there for like the Mac, and he's just gonna use it for
Wait,
his tablet.
so you had a mouse, but you weren't able to play on it how PC players do. You still had to click and drag.
Yeah, so I mean, I
Oh
invested. I mean,
wow,
I want to be
I
crazy.
didn't know
Instead of
that.
having a PC, yeah, instead of having a PC, I mean, I have two iPads. I have the two 2024, I have the Pro, and then I have an Air, right? So, one charge one when the other one's flat. But for the Pro in particular, I thought, okay, this is fine. I've got the Magic Keyboard, so it can set up. It's all nice there. Get a nice little mouse. Got a decent one for like £40. And I thought, and you could do some actions, but you could only really do the sort of the actions that you would do with your hands, with your fingers. So it's obviously slower because with your hands, you just tap on the right, start dragging the troops. Whereas with this, you have to go over and double click, and it's just sometimes it's just not quite as seamless. Whereas, of course, if they do it like this, where you can just start clicking around and your troops actually move to that spot on demand, as opposed to having to keep deploying them every time, it's going to save so much time. I think people like myself who can play on an iPad, the iPad Pros are really powerful. I'm really going to be able to start feeling that benefit in those huge fights, on pixel mode. So
Oh
I mean,
yeah,
again, we'll see what it's like. I'm excited. I'm excited.
for sure.
This guy's our British Chisco right here with the iPads.
That's crazy. So moving on, they got rally and garrison combat improvements. So battles that go on for too long will trigger battle acceleration mechanism, increasing damage, healing, and shields for both sides. So that's gonna be crazy. I mean, bro, I don't know. I'm sure, Gray. I'm not sure how much Bastion fighting you've been doing, but over in Pay to Win, we've been doing a decent amount of Bastion fighting, and brother, you take dead so fast. And it's definitely
Yeah.
made Bastion fights not last as long because the garrison is just dying so much faster now with that new policy implementation. That I don't know if you guys saw it in the policy tree. You have one in there, so that's cool. That's cool that they're kind of helping us out with that. So when it's 2 and 3 a.m., you're just sitting there filling passes up or bastions or whatever. The next one is cavalry charge mechanism. So cavalry charges have been improved. Hey, Cav gang, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you guys heard, but I got 1.6 million calves ready to go this season. So now they have a maximum time limit and will automatically end when the time limit is met. I have no clue what the maximum time limit is. Maybe someone in the comment section can let us know. We know about the alliance building improvement, so you can no longer, put a freaking Bastion and a freaking alliance fort in the same territory. They all have to be like on their own. It's pretty. I mean, we saw this in previous announcements that they've made, but it seems like this is gonna make it just in general, because I think in the season that we're in right now, they have this, but only for the final zone. It seems like, based off when the certain auger stone happens. But I think with this update, it's just a flat rate. Turret changes. I didn't even know anyone had turrets. I guess it's pre-strife period. A new auction system. First time you purify a behemoth or complete a spoils auction will be triggered, allowing your alliance to reap the benefits. Cool. New alliance calendar feature. Oh, that's pretty cool. Easily organized daily act. Oh my god, bro! You already know the R4s that go above and beyond, like all the little. They go crazy with HTML language on there. Just right, they're gonna go crazy with that calendar. Try to make it look all cute and shit. All right. Create alliance. So just like some quality of life changes there. Alliance. Wait, alliance. Wait. Hold up. I'm in the new alliance calendar. Can create or edit itineraries. Oh, okay. This is all just like calendar stuff. Destruction time. So that's pretty cool. You actually get points now for destruction time, and you can get alliance points per day for building and destroying. So now we thank God we actually get something for destroying towers, bro. At least something there. Alliance skill improvement. So alliance skill fully loaded now grants slightly fewer additional resources. We've been nerfed. Balancing out the development speed of alliances in early seasons to increase fairness. All right.
Yeah.
I guess.
No more farmers.
Rip.
No more farmers.
Rip.
Alliance storehouse improvements. This is what we were talking about earlier, Gray. Haven't been at it. Allowing you to see details for alliance buildings have been removed. Oh no, that's different. That's not the one. I was talking about the bazaar. They cover the bazaar here? Oh my god, bro. This is huge too. Players can rekindle one legendary hero and one epic hero in the introductory period of gameplay. Rekindling a hero reset all skill levels and star ratings. Refund all items used to train that hero. Brother, is this just for the people in season 1? Or can we do that?
It's just for season 1.
No, dude, I was getting so hyped, bro. They need to bring it for us too. Think about how many season 1 heroes we don't really even use anymore. Not that
we had no other option. They have so many options now. So like, where's our refund at? We need it for real.
Well, I love my Kanara, but I don't really use her that much. I'd rather or maybe even any other hero, really, and just freaking put it into my Emrys, now that I'm a Cav main or whatnot. Now, the next big part, bro, that's why I kind of been boosting through some of these other ones to get to this. War pet feeding system. All my wife's pets are literally starving in her sanctuary right now. But maybe after she sees this, she just looked over at me. Maybe after she sees this. So system allows players who reach honorary VI membership level 15, bro. So you gotta be pretty high VIP for this. Oh, dang.
It's max VIP.
That's gonna make people wanna boost to this. So anyways, you can feed rare pet fruits to their war pets, boosting their attributes. Gray, what do you think?
Huge.
What do you think? Go
crazy.
First.
At this point, you can get an 8 slot and not have to worry about the skills, or the attributes. My bad, because you just buy the attribute boosters in the shop.
That's crazy.
Who knows how expensive these things are? How many you get weekly? We're about to find out.
Well, exactly. I'm wondering if it's going to sit like the regen pots. You can buy 40 of those per week from the VIP from your VIP store. You can also get them so many per. In fact, you can get them daily, can't you? Daily for gems in the merit store. So I'm wondering if it's going to sit something like that. Maybe they're going to mirror the regen pots, because regen pots, like as Gray said, once you get your 8 slot, how we're hoping, I suppose again we're still hoping, we'll have to see it in action, is that you can feed. Maybe there might be price, or maybe you'll need a lot, but the idea is hopefully that if you can get even just an 8 slot, that you might be able to boost it, because that's one of the biggest things, right, in finishing your pet. Getting it to 8 slots, having good stats. So, of course, from that, the first thing is get your 8 slots. If the fruits can actually get the attributes to at least a level that you're happy with, because again, it might be capped on how much it can improve. Maybe it can improve it by 20, 30, 50 stats per. Again, lots of interesting things. I mean, it's huge though. It's huge. I've been someone who has been cursed. I think I only ever got 1 8 slot, and it was awful. Yeah, I was absolutely cursed. I've only ever had 1 8 slot legendary. It was absolutely awful, so I didn't even take it. So now maybe, again, we don't know for sure, but maybe this is a little introduction part where once you get that 8 slot, you can then boost it up to what you want it to be. So I'm again, another huge thing I'm looking forward to. Pets really are truly endgame. Mine aren't the best. I'm starting to move them slightly more up the scale, but this will be a big thing for them. Big thing.
For sure.
Now, I wonder if they're going to shadow nerf getting 8 slots. They're going to make it harder to get 8 slots because of this new change.
Oh my god, bro. Listen, dude.
It's spoken into existence. Oh, God.
It's going to happen, bro. I'm prepping. I'm about to use all my regens to get a garbage 8 slot and just keep it.
I mean, you guys seen my Seraphic, right? I have cracked out base stats, but I only have 5 slots. But now that I'm seeing this, I'm like, wait, do I go for 8 slots? But Saint made a really good point. Is like there's gonna have to be some kind of cap. Similar to we've all played those video games where like you gain XP on your little hero, and then you could put in the points, but those points are limited, so you can't necessarily have like OP strength and OP everything. There's gonna have to be some kind of limit there. So like, sure, you're gonna want an 8 slot, but at the same time, it has to have like, I would say, still have like decent stats, because if people that are watching this, I'm sure, are gonna like, oh well, yeah, go to 8 stats, then boost the attributes, and then they come to find out that you can only boost the attributes by 20 points. You know what I mean? So I think everyone needs to like take a second, right? When does this come out? The 15th? Quick, right?
Yeah.
So
Next
wait for
Wednesday.
it to come out, and then we kind of check that out. And then maybe if you still want to test the theory of the 8 slot, maybe you could just, get an 8 slot, set it aside, and then just that way you're just ready for that to come. All right, War Pet regeneration improvements. I'm pretty sure this was the same, was it not? Or am I tripping?
It's the same. It's the same.
Okay.
I don't know what
Hmm.
this means, but
I mean, hopefully they meant to put legendary war pet within 20 regions and not just the
I
epic.
think that'd be good.
Hopefully.
I hope they meant to put 10 instead of 20. They just did a typo.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Hopefully,
Exchange
but they're gonna be like
house.
on that's 30.
Yeah. Exchange house
They're gonna do
improvements. This
something
one's
goofy.
pretty cool. So unused weekly purchase allowances in the exchange house will be carried over to the next week. I wonder how many carryovers it does. So for example, if you don't buy 300 mil mana or 400 mil wood, stone, or gold, it carries over to the next week. I wonder if it's going to continue carrying over. Warpet. I cannot speak this morning. Jesus. Warpet release improvement. So now only legendary Warpets require the 3-second cooldown. A little quality of life there. Reduced difficulty for flying cavalry in all event maps. Behemoth trial improvements. Difficulty has been reduced. I mean, we haven't had to worry about that for a long time. Peacekeeping difficulty, reduce the combat difficulty. Yeah, I remember struggling in the free-to-play. It took me a long time before I can, farm without, having too much trouble there. Hero narrative system, improve hero interaction trigger. Dialogue can now be directly triggered from a heroes page, making talking with heroes easier. Wait, you guys talk with your heroes? That's kind of crazy. Wonder ambience improvements. Yeah, a lot of quality of life stuff. New city layout features. Press the building button to view layouts shared by others. Upload your own. Okay, that's cool. New improved avatars. What are they talking about here? 7 fantastic new avatars are now available for you to choose from with improved versions of 3 existing avatars. What are they talking about here, guys?
Just like the default profile pictures.
Wait, but there's way more than 3 existing
I think they're
avatars.
talking about like the main 3, like one for the Oryx, one for the human, one for the elves. And then there's just a bunch of random other ones.
All right, so Behemoth difficulty improvement reduced the difficulty of Flame Dragon, Season 1, Frost Giant, and Thunder Rock, Season 2. Opening time display improvements. You can now directly view Behemoth's past. Okay. More quality of life stuff. Some fort rally improvements. Chat messages can now only be reported within 7 days of being received. You can now block notifications of title appointments from the settings. That's cool. Bug fixes. I didn't even know Eliana was bugged. Benediction aura. So it sounds like a nerf to me. I don't really know what they're talking about, but it kind of sounds like a nerf. Fix the issue of description of Eliana's skill. Benediction of aura for all you Elgar champs out there. Shield duration and description now matches the in-game value. Oh, wow. All right, well. Closing notes. We'll start off with Sainty Poo, bro. Now that we kind of went over everything, like, how do you feel about this patch, bro?
I mean, again, from base value, just look at it. I mean, this, like I said, this is huge. So many players who maybe were feeling, what's the direction going to be like? I think this is going to give people, even myself included, it's just going to give such a big, just such a big bundle of joy, really. I mean, it's kind of crazy to say, but I mean, you think about how much time we put into this game, especially those playing from season 1. A lot of time. Some players as well, a lot of money. It's just hopefully going to just sort of relight that passion for playing. There's clearer direction, more activities to do to keep yourself engaged. Again, I think with the pets as well, just obviously we'll have to see how it plays out. But I've always said that there should just be like a base, like a free to play or less expensive, way in, and then obviously if you want to go super cracked, the 3 stars and whatnot, then of course then that's where devs and whatnot should be able to should be entitled to make their money. But I think as long as there's a way, to sort of baseline it and get yourself foot in the door, so to speak, 1 and 2 stars across the board on all your pets, I think that's the fundamentally successful formula. So yeah, very very excited for it.
For sure. Gray?
You completely skipped over the events that are coming out, but
The new events, yeah.
So there's a new city scheme.
Oh yeah.
New frame. I feel like the city theme is just gonna be defense because that's the only epic one we're missing. That's about it.
The big top bear. Okay.
Do you think they'll go back and do like just different styles with the skins again? Like how we've had magic attack defense. How basically we've had epic everything. Do you think they'll go back and do them again? Because I must admit, I'm kind of some of the mage skins. As a mage main, I really like the jingle they got with the magic defense. For example, when you click on the city, it made a nice little jingle. Cause
the little sounds. Yeah, a lot of the cities are different.
But at the same time, I don't. The skin. I didn't
homie's ADHD kicked in hard, dude.
Yeah, but the skin itself, I didn't really care too much for. Whereas I feel like the archers across the board, all 3 of their skins look really cool.
Bro, because the devs are archer mains, bro. We know this.
Definitely, no, they definitely are. But that's what I mean. I'm hoping that they do another round. I mean, again, maybe they might choose to do skilled, universal ones now, overall ones. Now that once they've done this final one, so again, those will be those ones that all the heroes can benefit from.
For sure.
Guess we gotta wait and find out.
Yeah.
Any final comments, Gray?
Like and subscribe.
Hey, all right. I like that. He said that with 0 emotion.
A little plug.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah. I mean, I feel like we covered a lot of good things, and we just barely went over 30, but it's just not bad. I'm sure people that are chilling at work or driving, they're like, oh, thank God this is a little longer, to kind of give them some background noise while at the same time covering some massive things coming to the game. And I definitely agree with both of you guys that this is really good, man. This is really good, and I like seeing this level of direction for the game, and hopefully we continue heading in that route. But anyways, guys, for those of you guys watching, go ahead and drop in the comment section below. If you made it this far, you're an absolute legend. You can type to the end, and then we'll figure something out. I got you. For the first person that puts it to the end, Gray and Saint and Wife, you can't type in the comments to the end right away.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Because I already knew one of y'all were gonna do it. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. It definitely helps us out a ton. If you're enjoying the content, make sure you guys hit that sub button, turn on that bell notification, lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video. So we've been getting crazy subs lately. We're halfway there to 5,000 now, which is massive. All right, guys. So I appreciate everyone watching the content, and thank you to Saint and Gray helping me out here, making some more content here for the patch notes, because patch notes, I'm not the biggest fan, but whenever I'm able to have Gray or Saint join in on me and we all kind of chime in and give our different ideas, I feel it definitely makes these patch note videos definitely more consumable, I guess we can say. So I appreciate you guys.
Yeah, man, always good to be here.
For sure. All right,
I was
guys.
only here for like 15, but it turned out to be a half an hour. It is what it is.
All right, guys. I appreciate you guys watching the channel. Gray, Saint, appreciate you guys. All right, guys. Your boy Guns. We out. Peace, y'all.
We out.
See ya.